So all y'all scoffers didn't believe it when we told you that the Kung Flu was a deep state bioweapon. Well, here it is, in your face. This was aired January 28th. Why has this just surfaced now, April 5th? Why was this not widely reported on mainstream media? Those of us who do not have our heads entirely up our asses can figure out the reason. You won't find this story anywhere using Big Brother's search engines. They scrubbed it, just like the story of Jeffrey Epstein's suicide in a North Vietnam war bunker a month before his arrest at Teterboro Airport in New Jersey. See that link in the description. Thanks to Stoney Stone, who found this on Libretto di Faccia.
We're here today to announce 3 separate cases highlighting the ongoing threat posed by Chinese economic espionage and research theft in the United States.
Federal investigators at the Lexington home of 60-year-old Dr. Charles Lieber today, moments after his arrest at his Harvard office.
The complaint alleges that Dr. Lieber signed a contract with the Chinese university in Wuhan and was paid up to $50,000 per month, plus up to $158,000 in living expenses.
The chair of Harvard's chemistry department, he also allegedly received more than $1.5 million to set up a research lab in China, all while working at Harvard and receiving multiple research grants from the U.S. Department of Defense and National Institutes of Health. Also charged today, 2 Chinese nationals, 29-year-old Yang Qingyi, who worked as a scientific researcher at Boston University,
who failed to mention on her visa application that she is also a lieutenant with the People's Liberation Army.
30-year-old Zhaozong Zhang worked on cancer research at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center.
For trying to smuggle vials of biological material out of the United States to China and lying about it to federal investigators.
Now, Lieber is due back in court Thursday. He's currently behind bars. He could face up to 5 years in prison if convicted. And Harvard does tell me he's currently on paid administrative leave. Meantime, Harvard, Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, and BU are all cooperating with authorities. Reporting live in South Boston, Nicole Burley, WCVB News Center 5.
You'll notice that they don't mention what kind of biological materials. Maybe it was a few containers of strawberry yogurt. Yeah, the kind with active cultures. Or maybe they stole some fucking pizza dough yeast from Ray's Pizza in New York. This way they could do instant pizza like ramen soup. Now you might ask yourself, why didn't this report mention COVID-19? The answer is obvious, because he and his buddies at Harvard had just invented this shit, and probably with the assistance or corroboration from bioweapons lab runs by the clowns in America. You know, those clowns that JFK swore to break into 1,000,000 pieces and scatter to the wind. Yeah, those clowns. The same fucking clowns that control 95% of the world's media companies. The same clowns that assassinated a president in broad daylight. The same clowns who traffic drugs and sell little kids to be raped, tortured, and killed. Yeah, those fucking clowns. And while I am loath to even give them a single click, there is one surefire way to check if a story is bullshit or not. Go to Snopes.com. Whatever they say is the opposite of the truth. Snopes has been a deep state operation from Jump Street. They are funded by well-off commie snowflakes using daddy's credit cards. Nothing they ever published supported our president. They are a complete and total apparency and a total shadow government fraud. Well, here is Snopes. Was Charles Lieber arrested for selling the COVID-19 coronavirus to China? The arrest of a Harvard professor fueled conspiracy theories about the COVID-19 coronavirus disease outbreak in 2020. Published 18th of February 2020 by Dan Ivan. Harvard professor Charles Lieber was arrested for concealing funding from a Chinese lab connected to the origin of the new coronavirus. They say mostly false. Professor Charles Lieber was arrested in January 2020 for misleading federal authorities about funds he allegedly received from Wuhan University of Technology and his connections to a Chinese government-sponsored recruitment program. What's false? Lieber's arrest had nothing to do with the novel coronavirus, nor was that virus developed or manufactured by anyone in China or elsewhere. Yeah, right. And if sparrows had banjos in their asses, there would be music in the air because they got a fucking patent on this shit. You don't get a patent if you don't invent some shit, you fucking assholes. On January 28, 2020, Harvard professor Charles Lieber was arrested and charged with making a materially false statement to federal authorities about receiving funding from China. So he lied about one thing, and he lied about another thing. As they say in Latin, falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus. Lieber's arrest was big news in academic circles, but after internet users noticed that the alleged funding was coming from a university in Wuhan, China, the center of an outbreak of a new coronavirus, wild speculation went viral and unfounded connections were drawn between Lieber and a conspiracy theory that the coronavirus was a lab-made bioweapon. It is. Proven fact by the fucking patents on this shit. A viral Facebook post took it further, relaying more details about Lieber's arrest and making use of some conveniently placed scare quotes. I'll let you read the rest of this bullshit. I'll leave a link in the description. Just have a barf bag ready because this is total nonsense. Well, I guess I could be wrong. Maybe the Chinese government was paying him $50,000 a month to come up with a new way to manufacture fake rice from recycled garbage, or make more convincing Louis Vuitton handbags to sell on the streets of New York, or how to make the next 24-ton batch of fentanyl they send across the Mexican border undetectable to the drug hounds. Whatever it is they were paying him for had to be worth it for them. Destroying our economy is a possibility. This motherfucker is a terrorist and should be hung. And Harvard is giving this scumbag paid leave? Tells you whose side the Ivy League is on. It ain't Ivy anymore. What the fuck am I saying? It never was. It ain't ivy, it's poison sumac crawling up those walls. When they run out of toilet paper, they can pull it off by the vine and wipe their ass with it. We have to wipe our ass with the deep state. If we don't, they'll find a way to kill us all and blame Trump. As far as my research could go, I learned that the court demanded $1 million cash bond. No information about whether it was posted, but his house was worth at least that much. Lieber, notice L-I-E, i.e., Clowns in America. If this fucker stood trial or not is not posted anywhere either. We will be watching. Nobody gets paid that much for nothing. And don't go there with the cancer research bullshit. I ain't buying it. And before I go, I want to tell you that we have designed a t-shirt appropriate to the current crisis that is sure to become a collector's item. Get one to wear at Walmart or Starbucks, and one to keep as a memorabilia of the biggest psyop since 9/11. These will only be available for a limited time, and the campaign will not be renewed. Order yours now. Campaign ends April 25th, 2020. The link is in the description below. This is Dave from Net4Truth USA, Inglorious Patriots. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your calls of encouragement. And most of all, thank you for your support. Please subscribe to our backup channels. Net4Truth USA 2 Patriot Channel, bitshoot.com/net4Truth USA, and drop.space/@ Net4Truth USA. We fly so close to the target, we are on our 5th fighter jet. We will be relentless and persistent until the enemies of freedom are defeated. You can support this channel by using the links in the description. but for a $100 donation, I will personally send you a autographed hardcover special edition copy of Land of Childhood's Fears. Also, visit my bookstore at lulu.com/net4truth USA. If you are viewing this video on BitChute, you can use the links in the description to support us, or simply click the green $ dot on our video to support this channel. Thank you. Links are in the description section.